I built a realistic cinnamon bun on my nail, and here's how I did it. Welcome to part 1 of How Did I Do That? Autumn Nail Edition. I used this 4D sculpting clay I got from Amazon, rolled it up into a spiral, and attached it to the nail using jewelry gel to make it stick. This was my first time working with this type of sculpting gel, and it was so much fun. After curing that, I added the rest of the layers and shaped everything to match the shape of my nail. For the final video, I also baked actual cinnamon buns for the very first time in my life, so I was a little nervous about how they would turn out, but they ended up looking very pretty and I was very proud of myself. I added this gypsum gel to imitate the sugary texture of the filling before I went in with the colors. This color from the Mini Macaron is one of my all-time favorites. It's the perfect subtle creamy yellow and it worked great as the base color for my cinnamon roll dough. And then I just added more and more shades of lighter and darker brown to slowly bake it to a crisp. My actual cinnamon buns had to sit in the fridge for 2 days before I could put them in the oven after finishing all of my nails, and then I also had to leave them intact until I finished filming everything before I could actually taste them for the first time. So at that point they were already a few days old, so they probably didn't taste as fresh and soft as maybe they could have, but overall they were pretty decent for my first try. Filming this little sequence of me pouring icing over the buns and my nail was such a mess. I really wished I'd had an assistant just about then, because doing everything one-handedly and then getting the best camera angle and light and drizzle effect almost broke my back and my patience, and it also left my kitchen in absolute chaos with flour and sugar glaze everywhere. I'm sure I'm the dedicated crazy lady of my neighborhood now, with my bright video light illuminating me drizzling glaze onto my nail with a miniature spoon and licking it off over and over and over. Like, how do you explain any of that to a normal person with a normal job? Anyway, I finished up the nail by sponging some matte top coat on it, and I love how it turned out. Up next is the Real Autumn leaf nail, so stay tuned for that.